Hey guys, and welcome to our review for The Meg, starring Jason Statham, Lee Bingbing, Cliff Curtis, Winston Chow, Ruby Rose, and Rainn Wilson. Directed by John Turteltaub. Turteltaub? How do you say that?
Turteltaub?
You nailed it.
Turteltaub?
Turteltaub.
My name is Scott Ellis. I'm joined here by Tim McGavick.
You nailed it, Scott.
Turteltaub. Also joining us is Tyler Switalski.
Hey guys.
Glad you can make it.
You look
Glad
great.
you could get up today.
I'm extremely
woke up today.
hungover.
Also joining us is Adam Freeney.
I have a cold.
Head cod. Adam Freeney.
I have a head cod, also known as a head cold. Yeah.
He got hit pretty hard in the
I'm
face
hyped,
with a
man.
fish.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
We are. Yeah. That doesn't make sense, but it is applicable to our review this week. Tim,
Yeah.
can you give us a synopsis of The Meg?
Some might say a Timnopsis.
I love that.
Have we not used that before? That's brilliant.
200 miles off the coast of China, a deep-sea research station must turn to veteran rescuer Jonas Taylor to help them out when one of their vessels gets stranded in a prehistoric part of the ocean. However, exclamation mark.
It's not prehistoric, it's just low. It's really
Prehistoric
deep.
because it's
Deep.
prehistoric animals and
Yeah,
stuff.
true. Okay.
During the rescue, they accidentally release a megalodon, a 70-foot shark that has its sights set on the world above.
Jonas and the
World
Shark.
domination. John Turteltaub, you might know from the...
Sorcerer's Apprentice.
yeah, I was going to say the...
Book
what,
of Secrets,
what was that series?
National Treasure.
Oh, National Treasure
National
series.
Treasure.
I'm surprised we didn't see a Nick Cage cameo on this.
I'm not surprised.
Don't care.
He did the mocap for the shark. Ever.
The voice?
Yeah.
He
The
voiced-
sharks yelling?
He voiced the shark, but in the end they decided to cut it.
Sure,
Adam.
I haven't seen it.
Let's start with you. What do you think of The Meg?
The Meg.
Yeah.
The Megalodon.
Specifically the movie as a whole, not necessarily just The Meg itself.
The Meg itself was big. It was very large for a shark.
Correct.
That was the first
Accurate.
thing I noticed.
Arguably too large.
It was large. Yeah, I said, what? I know sharks to be much smaller than this. Yeah, it's not very good.
That was the first thing I noticed.
Stop it!
Thank you. I'll be here all week. Yeah, didn't like it. Obviously.
Really, why?
Well, Scott,
Break it down for us.
there's nothing I liked about it.
Oh.
So I didn't like it.
Oh, that's odd.
You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Like, I thought Jason Statham was cringe. I thought every character was written horribly.
Interesting.
Oh, that's interesting.
I thought it was just like, oh no, a giant shark. We beat him. Uh-oh.
He's coming.
He's coming again, though. We didn't beat him, really. And then, we got him. No, he's back
Go
again.
faster.
Even, the third time. Like,
Watch out.
like, what the fuck, Hollywood? What the fuck? I don't. It's just like a bad Jaws. It's like Jaws. Like, if you like Jaws,
You're
It's
gonna
like-
love
The Meg.
Jaws. You should watch Jaws again.
If you like
because
Jaws,
Meg is really boring.
What's Jaws?
Yeah.
It was boring.
Boring.
Interesting.
I will say one positive thing. It looked pretty good. I thought the effects were pretty good.
You did.
I did. At times.
Yeah, okay.
I
I was
thought
gonna say there were some times.
I mean, I don't want to judge what you're saying, but
the Meg looked bad when it was like jumping over ships and like jumping on people and stuff like that. But when
Oh.
all the underwater
there was the one
effects-
part where it like jumped onto the ship kind of thing, or kind of laid on the ship.
Yeah.
That looked pretty bad.
Not good. But the underwater effects were nice, I
Mm.
thought.
In the prehistoric part of the
In
ocean.
the prehistoric part
in
of
the
the
depths,
ocean.
the
When
deep,
they went back to the prehistoric era.
Just selling that.
time travel.
Yeah. The humor was... I don't even have the word. It was so bad.
Oh.
The humor is the first thing I noticed, as in it was not good.
Yeah, like...
As in it was absent.
So bad.
Oh.
No, they attempted.
Oh, they
I mean,
did.
the
But
it being
the
actually
laugh.
humorous
Yeah,
was absent.
yeah.
They actually like
the success rate of each joke was like 0%.
There's also like pauses after their jokes.
Yeah, I
as if
noticed
they were
that.
like, hold on, the audience is going to be killing themselves laughing. We can't continue because they might miss vital information.
My audience was crickets. No laugh was had.
I laughed a lot, to be honest.
Intentionally? Like,
No.
okay.
Take the floor, Scott.
I mean, you watched
We
it.
saw it
I laughed a
together.
lot, did I not?
You did.
I laughed a bunch.
More than you should have.
Just
I
like,
think.
I'd like,
I could see you.
Yeah.
so stupid! I can't fucking take it.
It's a mega.
Yeah.
You thought it was good then? Did you think it was the mediocre?
That was real bad.
No, it was the shit. No, it wasn't the shit. Sorry.
Oh, it was,
was
the shit.
shit.
It was the shit.
No, it was
The shit.
it was the
was
mega
bad.
shit.
The megalo
The
shit.
mega shit.
Megala shit.
Yeah, it just, I hate when it's an obvious sort of ploy at getting the most money possible.
Mm.
And I can sort of see through the veneer. Like,
Preach.
I don't hate, like, international, like
Oh.
Chinese co-productions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I mean, I that being said, I don't really know a good one. But it's just such a blatant money grab that, and I don't mind having an international cast, but it's just like, he's in Shanghai, they're just off the coast of China. And
Thailand.
Pandering,
Yeah.
yes.
I hate pandering.
And
And I thought that too.
it was just cringe. It's just so obviously designed to get the most money out of the North American audience. Because, I don't know, Shark Week or something. I don't know. Sharks are a
Oh.
thing.
People love
You
sharks.
gotta get the Shark Week mention in there.
Oh yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Shark Week?
Wasn't funny in the trailer. Wasn't funny in
Crickets.
the movie. Yeah.
But then
I
there's
laughed,
so much
so.
Chinese
Almost out of pity.
like connection that it was like, oh, okay, this is supposed to appease the Chinese audience and bring them into it more.
Which I think is gonna kill in China.
Yes,
Yeah.
it will destroy in China.
I made 45 million. It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Here, not. I don't know if it opened there, but
And I mean, like, it's not like I'm against that. It's just when it's so obviously just a money grab. And more specifically about the movie, I just thought extremely predictable. That goes without saying. All the characters are caricatures. They don't have any, like, real motivations. It's just so cringe when it's like, we need the red dive rescue person, and
I don't.
the person who's stuck is your ex-wife. It's just like,
Yeah, that felt so
oh
unnecessary.
god, it didn't need to be his ex-wife. Like,
No.
get out of here. Plus, it didn't even factor into the movie at all.
No, it
like,
didn't.
Like, so why? It's just so cringe.
The only way it factored in was that his ex-wife approved of him, like,
A love interest.
of having a love
my
interest.
mom
Yeah.
likes.
You're
you
such a
too.
super awesome man. It can't be matched, yeah.
Why are they together then?
Go nuts. Because he's also a dick.
Fucking
He
hell.
looks like a dick.
Literally?
Yeah,
Jason Statham is one
I mean,
giant
you're not
penis.
wrong.
British.
But yeah, all the characters, I'm just like, okay, there's like the techie person, like Ruby Rose. I don't know,
Ugh.
just cringe.
Cringe, Batwoman.
Like, what are you doing?
I liked her. Excuse me, sorry.
What was that?
I liked her. I wasn't necessarily a fan
Why,
of her
though?
character,
Like-
though.
You like
She
her
just looks
performance.
interesting.
Yeah.
Because she's a model.
She looks like female Aquaman with the tats and everything.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get over her
Except
hair.
much less capable in water.
I didn't understand her hair.
Yeah.
What's
Someone
going
even
on with her
commented.
Yeah.
A character in the movie was like, "What's up with your hair?"
The
And
Vine
she's
guy.
like, "What? You don't like it?" And then
What?
Then yeah, comment about it.
Yeah, because just like she like gelled it into like some weird spikes like coming down. I'm just like, what is that all about?
Ew,
Anyways,
gross.
her character had no substance, and really all of them. I like Cliff Curtis.
I like Cliff Curtis,
Extremely likable.
in general,
Matt,
the person, 'cause
They're
he's-
like friend.
the captain of the
Yeah.
I don't know. He's like a researcher or something.
It's
Researcher.
like New Zealand.
yeah,
accent?
that guy. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like him.
He's awesome.
I think he's good. in
I just
everything
like
he
him
does.
as an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish he did more. He's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And like Li Bingbing was fine.
Who's that? The
That's
mom?
the
Yeah, the mom, yeah.
the lead actress. Like she was fine, but again, her like motivation is what? I don't know, like her daughter all the time, protecting her daughter, which is just like the most basic character trope ever. And just the scenes where like she like walks in on Jason Statham and he's like shirtless, like get out of here. That's shit. The Megalodon itself, yeah, cringe. I don't know. I just thought there's just so much better ways of creating tension. And one of the classic ways of creating tension is just longer scenes. And it's just felt like it was edited by like, I don't know, like there was no substance to this movie whatsoever, stylistically. It was just like constant, and there was no like long takes or anything where, you know, the classic, I don't know, you're like on a boat talking and then, but there's, because it's a really long take, it just builds tension. And then maybe there's like a fin behind you or something.
I think there was one moment, like there was one long take. I can't remember when it was, but I think that there was one moment where it kind of built and I was like, yes, okay, I've kind of been waiting for this, for the movie. And then they did it once and they never did it again. There was more.
The scene where something's hanging and they're kind of joking around about it and the guy falls in the water. I'm like,
I knew something was going to happen.
But that wasn't a long take.
No?
No, it's just a long scene.
Oh, okay.
But it was like still chopped up.
I gotcha.
That was too obvious to me. I was like,
very obvious.
Guy falls in the water. Yeah, he's laughing. He's fucking dead. There's not a chance.
I was like, there's 40 minutes left. There's no way. What just
yeah,
happens?
I literally did that. I was like, okay, I know there's at least half an hour left. So,
spring on.
And just to like, there's a couple fake outs with like Rainn Wilson's character and stuff. Of just like plot stuff at the end. And I don't know, it's the whole movie itself is basically a B movie, but with like a bigger budget, so they could afford some other things, like a bigger cast, some more CG on the shark and stuff like that. But
do you
overall,
agree the effects look good underwater, like the underwater stuff?
It was okay. It looked 100% fake still.
You think so?
Yeah, there's too much. There's too many animals.
I'm gonna fuck myself. Yeah,
too many. It's like when they first go down, they make a joke about it. When they go down to that like O-ring section of the research facility.
Oh yeah.
And there's like 3 blue whales and a bunch of like turtles and shit.
Oh okay, yeah, those whales, yeah.
What? That would never happen.
Yeah.
And they're like, what did you like? Did you set this up? Did you plan this or something? And
yeah.
It's just like, no. It's just, I want to know what like an actual like marine biologist or someone would say about this movie. It's like even the scenes where they go below whatever the thermal break or whatever they're going to call it, they're trying to call it.
A cloud.
And there's just like 1 trillion like underwater animals, creatures in that one like square like half a mile.
Yeah.
I don't know. And just in real life, there's like, there's all the plant life, but there would be like 1 anglerfish or something, and like the life is not that dense down there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just, to me, when I saw those scenes, I'm like, it looks interesting, but at the same time, I'm like, I just can't wrap my head around it.
At the same time, you have to also consider the fact that it's something that doesn't exist. So what they're doing is they're making
it's a megalodon.
Exactly, but like if you're going beneath this floor that isn't really a floor, like obviously all this you have to take like as a fantasy side.
Sure. It was a minor thing, but overall, I just thought this movie was shit.
Okay.
Pretty bad. I laughed a lot, so I would say it's entertaining, but in sort of an ironic sense, not in the way they intended. Just at how ridiculous it was. Yeah. So, What do you guys think, Tim? Let's hear from you.
Now you're a big shark fan.
Biggest. Love all sharks of all kind. Hammerhead.
Tiger.
I just took a shot in the dark. You just
Bull,
look like a shark.
Shark.
I know nothing about sharks.
I know.
Great white.
This is a storm on your shirt, right? Is that a rainy?
Yep.
The average white
Sideways rain.
Somebody set the scene for you.
Okay.
Please.
Saw it Thursday night, 10:30 p.m. I'm thinking maybe half full theater, maybe a little bit less. Sold out.
Oh,
I'm on like the very edge of like a mid row. There's a mom next to me with her kid in her lap the whole time. Kid's like 6.
We had a
crying baby in our theater.
Yeah. Our theater was packed as well. Friday, 10 p.m.
Yeah.
The kid wasn't too bad.
Bitches were in our seat too.
Kid wasn't too annoying. Although kid cannot read subtitles, so mom was reading subtitles out loud to her.
Oh, I hate that.
It's very odd.
It makes me angry.
However, that was not the worst part.
The movie was the worst.
The movie was much worse than that.
I know him so well.
It's just not fun at all.
So boring.
I think someone at work asked me to like text them my initial reaction, like score, and I gave it like a 2.5, it's gonna be much lower than that.
Yeah, Chad flat out told me what you said.
Yeah.
Fuck
It's worse.
I was like, Chad, no.
no, it's lower than 2.5. I was being a little bit generous.
Yeah, walking out, I was thinking 2.5 too, but
Yeah.
now, like 3 hours later, I'm like, no. Nah.
Oh, you saw it just now.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
right.
a couple hours ago.
Hilarious. Was your theater packed as well?
Half full.
Okay.
Back on Sunday night.
Sunday evening.
More people are seeing it
This
than
movie
should.
does one of my biggest pet peeves in film.
Oof.
You're filming on an ocean.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of shots that clearly take place on a real ocean, and yet somehow you still have to do ocean green screen scenes. I'm like, I don't get
favorite.
how, like,
Yeah.
is
think
it
I
just like
missed that. I
poor,
didn't see
like,
it.
is it poor production design where like you don't like
It costs more
plan?
money, obviously.
But I don't get it. Like, just fucking.
It's
You
easier
can
and
film
probably cheaper
a
to film.
kilometer off coast and just film in one direction. And that way you don't ever see the coast, but it looks like you're like in the
Just
middle
send
of
a
nowhere.
camera
Like,
guy out there for a day. Just
Like
have him
they
set
do
up
big
different
action
angles.
shots, and there's some scenes that literally take place on like the ocean, and then some scenes that are just clearly green screen. I'm like, why? Same thing with cars. There's some shots where like people are driving cars, and like you have a camera, and they're clearly driving, and then there's shots where like you're not driving now. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's just-
Like that classic head-on shot
yes.
where you just know
You
that
almost
back
see the
window.
interior of the
Yeah.
car in the
Yeah.
back window. Yeah.
I'm like, why? But yeah, just the same thing I've been saying. It's characters are just terrible.
The worst.
The worst characters. Don't care about anyone. I like the critter.
worst.
That's about it.
I just want to say it's funny. Like Jason Statham, when in the beginning of the film, he's like kind of like a bum living in Shanghai.
Yeah.
But he literally just looks like
He
normal
looks like Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Like I didn't
With a
buy
straw
that
hat.
at
Yeah.
all.
So that's right. It looked pretty chill.
Literally, you can.
I'm like, what?
He's supposed to be a bum,
I don't
like
know.
struggling, like alcohol. I saw him as like this just looked
Like
like
grow
Jason's-
a skullet or something. Like,
Yeah, do something.
Like,
Have
do
a
something disgusting.
grow a full beard.
I don't care. Have
Don't
a fake
line
beard.
up
Yeah.
your beard. Like,
Yeah, like you
Like-
still look exactly like you did 5
I'm
years
so
ago.
happy you guys said that. It looked like he literally they like handed him an oversized like whatever
White
he's wearing.
shirt.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
straw
A
hat.
lump.
Straw, and they like don't action. He was just like, oh, here we are.
What's that thing? He didn't even do that.
Yeah.
He just walked around
He
normally.
was normal. I'm like, how is he supposed to be a bum? I
He's
don't
just
understand.
holding a
Like
beer.
just no acting involved. He's just
Yeah.
like being. Yeah, he even looked awkward holding the beer.
Yeah,
I guess he's never held one before.
the guy's never had a beer in his
He,
life.
he like we like hobbled up to that boat and like
He's like
peered
holding
in,
the beer like this. Cringe.
like from the bottom. Like no one holds beer that way. He's like, "Hi," like he just
Yeah,
This-
you think he'd like hold it by like the neck or something?
Yeah.
something.
Just, like,
Yeah, a little more casual.
Or like
but like he's holding it like
Yeah.
holding it like this, like, walking around like.
get on the boat and like drop it by accident or something. You know, like slip and let it fall. You do something.
they only had 2 beers on set, so you can risk.
Oh, I couldn't waste one. You're right.
Probably wasn't in beer, it was just water.
Yeah.
A beer bottle.
He just scooped it in the
Yeah.
lake.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot else to say.
So
It's
you
not
love
good.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's bad.
Pretty bad.
It's bad.
Bad movie.
Tell
Well,
me.
speaking of bad movies, we have the expert right here.
I am the expert.
You loved it?
The goat. Of
I
film.
liked it.
Oh no, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I didn't think it was anything like amazing. It wasn't anything to write home about. But like,
I don't believe you.
I didn't think it was god awful.
It's not god awful.
Like to me, it was good for what it was. Like you knew going into this, The Meg was not going to be anything spectacular. To me, it was just it was fun, kind of. It was like Sharknado but done better.
Scott's confused.
Like a left. I feel like Sharknado would have been funny. Possibly, I haven't seen it.
Well, Sharknado is funny, ironically, just because it's so bad.
That's more than this.
That's what this is. That
But see,
so I
don't.
enjoyed it in that regard.
Okay.
But the
I
Meg
didn't even
thought
find
it was going to be
funny
a
at all.
better movie, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't dislike it as much as you guys did. Like to me, like a lot of the stuff they did like underwater with the gliders, I thought was pretty cool. There's that one scene at the end where they beat the shark. I thought that was kind of cool.
No spoilers, dude.
Sorry,
What the fuck?
they killed the shark. I'm sorry. Like
Doubled down.
you saw people saw this movie, right? Everyone's seen it already.
It's
well,
huge.
don't see it if you're listening.
No, I thought like I'll definitely agree with a lot of the points you guys made. Like there was nothing like the characters weren't deep by any means. It's a water pun.
Gotcha.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I do agree with Jason Statham. Like not like there wasn't like there wasn't much depth to his acting. It's another one right there back
It's
to
the same
back.
joke twice.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, like the CG I thought
Shallow
was
characters.
Damn it, that was a good one. Good one, Scott. Yeah, like I think the CG looked pretty good underwater. I'll agree with you on that. Like when they went down to like below the
Christopher Nolan would have gone to the Marianas Trench
Oh.
Yes.
and shot there.
Oh.
The squid looked pretty cool, we'll say. When it was like...
Yeah.
Of course, I'd seen it in the trailer already, so...
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, it was surprising.
Like you said, Scott, it was very predictable. Like there was, like it hit all the classic, milestones it was going to, all the markers it
I
was
like
going
that,
to.
yeah.
My favorite.
I love that.
But I found it still entertaining though. Like, just because you knew it was gonna be predictable doesn't mean it wasn't entertaining. There was one shot where there was
The
one.
devil you know.
there was
The devil
one-
you don't know.
There was one shot which was just outrageous to me, which we'll have to discuss in spoilers.
Right.
I think you know exactly which one I'm talking
I
about.
don't.
Oh,
There's so many.
The getting dragged behind the boat, holding onto the line.
And then, like...
That whole thing.
no. This one was way out there. You guys are gonna just be like,
Gross.
yeah, that was by far the worst shot in the movie. But yeah, I agree with you. Like, they could have done like actual open water shots, which would have been nice. But I still found it to be entertaining though. Like again,
They
it's
could
not
have at
going
least
to be.
used a real megalodon.
Yeah, at
You
least
wanna
get a
know-
real
No,
shark.
the plot.
Yeah, totally.
It's bullshit.
Fucking
You
idiots.
want to know the budget on this movie?
Absolutely not.
150 million.
Oh my
It's
too high.
disgusting.
150 million.
Oh my god. I take it back.
Despicable.
I take it back.
Was Lord of the Rings like 90?
Yeah.
That is so disgusting. My headache just got so much worse.
Almost like it's about effort. Not budget.
I don't know. I still found it to be entertaining though.
You know
I
what?
loved
To each
it.
their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All opinions are valid,
Subjective.
except for those.
Even pleb opinions.
Well, let's give our ratings, and we can get into some spoiler talk, perhaps. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna say 1.
Ooh, I'm gonna go...
Wow.
I'm gonna go light 2. No, heavy 1. I like that better.
You fucking loved it, dude.
He won this guy.
That's what we
Tie.
I'm going light 3.
Like 3?
Yeah. Potential for a heavy 2, but I'm going with a light 3 right now.
I gotta go 1.
Wow.
Scotty too hottie.
Mm.
1 banger. Let's go.
Well, fair warning: if you haven't seen The Meg, don't. And if you want to be spoiled, we will now be discussing
Stay
spoilers.
I haven't seen the
Ty,
video.
which scene were you going to?
Eviscerate. It was the scene where somehow Jason Statham has attached himself to the shark with the knife, and then the shark then continues to take a 200-foot vertical leap into the air, and he stabs it in the eye with a spear. You guys remember that scene?
Or when he cuts it in half?
See, that part I thought was kind of
Fillets
cool.
Impossible.
Yeah, I thought it was
Impossible.
cool.
Literally impossible.
You guys realize this is about 2 megalodons underwater.
If he stabbed the
The double
knife,
Meg.
the shark was going by and he stuck the knife in, the shark,
Physics don't.
he
allow,
wouldn't stay still, and the shark would move, and it would cut the shark. The knife would grab in, and he would move with the shark because the shark has.
He didn't knife it. He hit it with the blade of his
Oh
ship.
right, that's right.
I'm talking about the shot where he is underwater, himself, and he
Oh.
stabs
It's
the shark,
swimming this way. He's driving.
and he's
this way.
attached himself to
Tearing
it.
He turns and tears its...
Still underwater.
still
That'd
bullshit.
be
He guts it,
incredibly
yeah.
hard.
But yeah, that one scene where he just grabs
He
on a knife,
stabs
and
the
then
eye.
the Meg just goes boom, and just shoots into the air, and then he just takes a giant spear that he had. I don't know where he got the spear from, and then he just stabs it right into the eye, and he's fucking, they're both in the air, and they're pretty much flying at this point.
yeah.
And then they
freezes.
Yeah, and then you see them come back down.
So fuck.
And the shot was from above them. And so you see Jason Statham stab a shark
You know what?
in the eye
Heavy
with a
one.
spear.
Heavy one.
But that shot was just you know
Disgusting.
what? The rest of it was believable-ish because you've gotten to this
Stop.
because you've gone to
the
this
scene I was going to mention where he's getting dragged behind the boat,
yeah.
and he's holding onto the rope. And the shark is
Yeah.
like coming up on him, and
Great scene.
he jumps, and the shark jumps.
He like just misses.
Like, get the fuck. Out.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
They did that, and honestly, I think they did that too many times. Like there was a lot of like even in that one scene in particular.
They set themselves up for it. I don't
Yeah.
know, like if they weren't stupid, they wouldn't be in those situations. I don't know. It's like, guess I got to jump in the water alone with the shark.
No, you don't.
Like, no, you don't have to.
And
There's
you,
no.
and you knew that cage was going to be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Like putting
No
yourself
shit.
into a box and putting yourself in the water. Like this has never gone well. It's not going to go well.
Plastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend like you didn't just say that. All right, this is high something shark proof.
Yeah. High tech.
Exposition.
High poly blah 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 blah.
Polycarbonate.
Poly
Something
clear plastic.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do we feel like? Do you guys know the original plan for this movie? Eli Roth.
Yes.
Yeah, hard R.
He also wanted
Right.
to be a star of it.
He did.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Well, yeah. Would you have preferred a hard R like Grindhouse?
100%.
Yeah.
I would have too. That's
Yeah.
all I was thinking the entire.
Yeah, this movie's so safe.
Like Piranha
So
style.
safe.
Yeah.
I think 3 people get eaten, like of like the main cast.
And just no blood, like.
I feel like 40 people died on that beach scene too.
Yeah.
Like,
But,
and
like,
yet we didn't know.
I didn't
how-
feel anything. Like you don't see.
They just got like gobbled up and never heard of it.
And that-
CG blurred, swallowed.
The,
like,
Yeah.
the grandpa's death, like the lead guy,
Ridiculous.
like he just got hit in
Why
the
did he
abdomen.
die?
Yeah, what even happened?
I don't
He was
understand.
like when the ship tipped over, he fell underneath, and like I guess it was like some
a
sort
ship
of
hit him or like
like one of those
a ship hit him.
dinghies fell
Yeah.
off. Yeah, and like it hit like the side of the thing, like hit him in the abdomen, and I guess it crushed something.
Internal
It was
bleeding.
very quick and blurry. And I
Yeah,
was like, oh, a guy just got smoked by something.
and then he comes up and it's like, oh, I guess it was fucking that guy because you didn't see it.
Yeah, I had no emotional reaction to that
Yeah.
whatsoever. A
I
lot,
don't
a lot of the
think-
deaths I didn't have any emotional.
It's actually
none
pretty
of them
funny
actually
because
the
did.
dog.
Oh, the dog, I was actually pretty bummed out about.
Oh,
the dog
fine.
didn't actually die.
right.
Yeah,
So they
Kill
ruined their
self.
only
yeah.
emotional.
I like that it was
kill.
named Pippin too. That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I hated that.
Yeah.
How
hated
dare
that
you
too.
sully
Hated that.
Pippin with this bullshit?
Jason Statham says he's disappointed in the movie. Did you guys see those?
Did he?
comments?
yes.
Yeah.
He's like, when you're filming it, you're expecting it to be like a certain way in this thing, and then when you
Yeah.
actually see it, it turns out a different way.
Get harpooned.
That's cringe. That's actually
Another one, by the
kind
way.
of surprising considering
Yeah.
how well it's doing. Like,
Yeah, you
just
don't-
don't shit talk. Just chill, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have
don't,
a franchise now.
don't
Yeah,
shit
like
on
chill.
your own movie.
They could easily make more.
Don't-
I mean, the
don't-
Meg 2's coming.
Don't make a Jim
Right.
Carrey. Don't shit on your own movie.
Yeah.
He almost went out with a bang, but didn't because movie. You know, at the end, and he almost like blew himself up or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very close.
But then didn't. Amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful moment.
Right. Touched me.
Disgusting.
Despicable.
But I do think they'll probably make a sequel out of it.
Don't
yeah.
say that.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know why you sneakily poured that
And then
on the
did that.
table and then just chugged the
Do you
rest of it.
mind? Was there anything else you guys want to mention at all?
Ooh.
I feel like there is, but it wasn't memorable enough to actually remember.
Right.
Yeah, don't care.
Well, I think that'll do it for our review of the Meg. Please don't see it. Tim, where can people find us?
People can find us on Twitter at UpReal8. You can find me personally on Letterboxd at UpRealTim and on Instagram at TheCraftPundit.
Jesus. You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram at UpReal8 Podcast. You can also find me on Letterboxd at UpRealTie.
You can find me on Twitter at Franny25 and Instagram and Letterboxd at UpRealAdam.
Find myself, Scott, on Letterboxd at UpRealScott. And yeah, guys, if you enjoy this video, leave a like on it. Leave a comment below in the comment section if you want to join our discussion. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. And as always, keep it real.